The Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, has ordered a review into how to reduce extremism in the wake of the riots that broke out across the UK earlier this month. Well, our reporter David Wood joins me now. David, what is this new plan all about then?
Well, in essence, what Yvette Cooper has ordered is bringing up to date of the counter-extremism strategy. It's something that she talked about when she was in opposition, but I think it's fair to say it's been sped up as a result of the recent riots. Yvette Cooper says the whole strategy hasn't been updated for the best part of a decade, and she wants to put that right. In essence, what it will do is look at the resources that are available to counter various types of extremism and try and sort out those gaps. The backdrop to this, of course, has been a rise in Islamist, but also far-right extremism. But this review will also look at misogyny and actually radicalisation of many people, particularly young people, to making them become more violent in general, whatever the ideology behind that. Yvette Cooper says for too long governments have failed to deal with the rise in extremism. She talks about online and on the streets, and that hateful incitement of all kinds fractures and frays the fabric of our communities. This will be a fairly rapid review, take a few months, over by the end of the year. The big question is, though, this will cost money. Where does that money come from?
OK, David, wow. Thank you very much.
Hold on there, Phil, right? So you just heard that, you know, the UK government is going to treat misogyny as terrorism. That is insane. And I want to share an article here real quick so we can go through, because now you're seeing what we go through in the UK, bruv. Okay? Now you're seeing what we go through in the UK. Hold on here. So here's the article, right? So literally this morning or yesterday, America time, right? Okay. Our Home Secretary in the UK, right, has ordered a review to identify gaps in the system to tackle extremist ideologies, including extreme misogyny. Okay. And there's been an update in the article. Okay. It says here, right? Okay. Misogyny would be treated as extremism, not terrorism, under a planned review of counter-extremism strategy. Okay, so essentially, right, if you say anything that is deemed as criticism towards women, right, and then a woman deems as misogyny, can you imagine the hell that can break loose against men in the West if we speak out against women if they do something wrong? So you're seeing where the UK is going down towards to. Why don't I see misandry, which is the opposite of misogyny? What about hatred of men? Why isn't that treated as extremism? Because I go online every day, I'm seeing a lot of hatred towards men. But in the UK, they're saying that misogyny will be treated as extremism. Yo, a lot of men will be fearing for their safety and freedom in the UK right now, brothers. Because anything you could say could be deemed as misogyny. And you can be in big trouble. Theo, what's your thoughts as to this crazy potential future law that could happen in the UK, Theo? Break it down for us.
I think that you and some of the other guys, the British guys on your channel, should be going to Rio and going and staying at my house and becoming refugees. I get some spare bedrooms for you so you guys can podcast from there, because there's no way you're going to win against this. It's going to be impossible. This is the beginning of something very dark. So, come on over, man. You know, if you want to go to Brazil to declare yourself as a political refugee, I got you. I got your back. I'll have a gym. You can come over there. I'll get a small dog shed in the back, and I'll put your bed in there, and you can have a place to stay. I'll get a good place for you, but you can't go against this. You know this is something of something. This is the beginning of something dark. So you need to leave the country. That's how you deal with that.
Could it happen?
I don't think it, not to that degree. No, because there's too many red states who would rebel. So yeah, that would just not happen. But they'd love to do it in America. It's not going to do it. But yeah, the UK is going on a special way. So I'm telling you, man, you got to get out of the country. You can't win against that. Like even me, I wouldn't go to London right now with that kind of law.
feel like, the end goal, right? I think, right, is to ensure that men cannot criticize in any woman in any shape or form, which is literally a restriction of free speech. Even if she does something wrong, terribly wrong, that can be deemed as misogyny. I mean, that's a very dark, dangerous law. It's very dark and dangerous. I fear for black men in the UK, brothers, man. I fear for them.
Well, a wife could disagree with her husband and say it's misogyny and put him in jail. Then take all of his assets and divorce him while he's in jail. And what could he do? I mean, this would be ultimately what this kind of program could do. So, what I say, bro, is you got to get out of the country. You could, make out with your girlfriend and she doesn't like something and she calls it misogyny. That's it. You're gone. So, what you're basically looking at is this is kind of similar to the United States. Is that you're right now you could be guilty before you're innocent instead of innocent before guilty. That means you got to get on the airplane, one-way ticket. That's how you deal with that. You make some money abroad, and then you buy a house and you bring your parents over there. That's how you do it.
Facts for you, man. And this shows you the importance of the passport bro movement. It's beyond women at this point, Phil, in my opinion. Being a passport, it's beyond foreign women. It is about freedom. It is about safety. It is about peace of mind. It is about getting away from these future authoritative states that want to control men and make them weaker than women. We gotta get out the West eventually, brothers, man. Because a lot of brothers are gonna get hemmed up, and a lot of brothers won't make it, man. But if you're a passport bro, if you're here right now watching this channel and on this movement, you can and will be saved, right? This passport bro movement is a lifesaver. It's beyond women at this point, Phil. It's beyond foreign chicks, bro. It really is. Some laws are just gonna hem brothers up unfairly, bro.
Yeah. You got to get out of there. That is a no-win situation. That's literally impossible. So again, IP, I got a room for you. If you need to get out, the dog shed is out back. I have fiber optic connection. How's that? How's that? That's something good. So I'll give you a dedicated 1 gig fiber optic connection to your shed. How's that? No, I won't do that. I'm not that bad. No, I'll do it to my students who drive me crazy. I put them in the shed. All right. No, my 2 dogs stay with me. Are you kidding? My 2 dogs get the Tempur-Pedic California king bed with me and the bamboo sheets. They don't. I'm not. I don't sleep away with my dogs. They always sleep in the bed with me. You just got to get out of the country. You can't stay around with that.
Facts. Absolute facts.